Great Day Louisiana, Thanksgiving is just a few weeks away. How would you like to win a $200 grocery gift card? We'll have details on how to get one. Then, Paper Thin is the title of Tiago Guy's second album. He's here to perform some music with his band. Look at them, can't wait to hear it. Plus, we're helping you save time and money by getting your pantry in order. Professional organizer Victoria Tran will tell us how. Let's have a great show. Great Day Louisiana starts now. Louisiana, what's better than a good day? A great day.
Get ready for a brand new day, yeah. Good things gonna come our way, yeah. Get ready for a brand new day, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, hello beautiful people, and thank you so much for joining us here on Great Day Louisiana. I'm your host, Malik Mingo. I hope you're doing well today. As always, we have a great show for you all. Okay, look, we are in November now. I cannot believe it. It's the time of year when many of us spend more time in the kitchen to prepare holiday meals, bake our favorite seasonal treats, and host family and friends. But in order to be successful when making all those foods, you need an organized pantry. So today, we are sharing some tips on how to edit your pantry. Joining me now is our organizing friend, Victoria Tran, the owner of Sorted. What's happening, darling?
Good to be here.
Yes, the holiday season in full effect now that Halloween is over, and I'm glad we're talking about this because I knew you were coming on today, so I looked at my pantry. It's a complete mess, but so is everyone's life every once in a while, right? It is a reflection of all of us, not yours. I know yours is perfect. And today, you're doing what you call a pantry edit. Where do we begin in all this?
So a pantry edit is really where you take stock of what's in your pantry. Can you easily find it when you need it? So that's when we're going to get our pantry organized.
Come on.
Yes.
So how do we get started? I'm guessing we're taking inventory of the items we have.
Yeah, so first thing is you're going to want to empty out the entire contents.
The whole thing?
Yes, and that's the only way to truly know what you have. So that's the part where people do get overwhelmed. Yes, it happens. And so maybe you want to ask friends or family to help you. It could be fun. Empty the whole thing out and group it into categories. So pull all the things out, group alike things together. Pasta with pasta, cans with cans, that kind of thing. And then once it's grouped together, take an inventory of what you have, see what you use, what you don't use, and then put it back in a way that makes sense.
And look for the expired items. I know I have some in my pantry right now because you think, oh, the shelf life is 2 years. So you leave it in your pantry for 2 years, but now it's expired. So make sure you take a look at all those expired items. And I love how you also say it's not expired, but you know you're not going to use it. Give it away to somebody?
Yeah, a lot of times you're in the store, something sparks some interest, and it just sits on the shelf, and as time goes on, you know you may not go for it. It's the perfect opportunity to just decide, let's pass it on along to someone else, maybe a friend or family, or the local food bank this time of year really does need more food than usual, so just drop it off to them and they can use it, put it to good use.
Come on, I love that. That is such a great tip, and you're giving back to the community, which is always a great thing to do. Now, once we've taken inventory, we figured out what's expired, what's not expired, what can I give away, what can I keep, then I'm guessing we put it all back in the pantry. But you have bought us some gadgets today to really help us now be organized with it all. Talk to me about this turntable. Are we DJs?
Yeah, turntables is one of my favorite things to use, especially in a pantry, but it's a good spot to put things like condiments, spices, sauces, that kind of thing. We like to put it up high, so when you're low, you can twist it and then see from the back to the front. It's really easy to get what you need. Because if this was just on a shelf in the back, you're not getting what's back there. Let's be real.
That is so true. Wicka, 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 look at us. I love how you put the sauces here, and I love how you just mentioned put it at the top so that you can see it.
Yep.
This is absolutely genius. Now, let's move a little bit lower.
Okay.
You love a good shelf. You love a good bin. Talk to me about what you bought us today.
Yeah, so a can riser is a good thing to use for canned spices, even condiments sometimes. It's going to do that tiered effect where you can see in the back really easily. You can go ahead and grab it. If you didn't do that tiered effect, it's going to be behind and you won't see what you have. I love a clear bin, you know that.
Yes, you do.
You can easily see what you have, and it's a good spot to give boundaries to things. Maybe you don't need more coffee than this. That's a good way to see it, and then put a label on it if it makes sense for you and your family. A lot of times people need very clear instructions of what belongs where, so a label is really going to help you do that.
And I love how you have a layered approach when it comes to this, because you can have white beans, red beans, other type of beans, and since it's stackable, you can see what you have at all times. I think that is genius. Another tip you have, when you get, say, maybe a box of breakfast bars, don't put the whole box in the actual pantry. You like to put those in clear bins as well?
Yeah, so a lot of times we all see boxes like this in a pantry. If this is sitting there, Maybe it's empty, maybe
You're
it's
talking
full.
to me.
We don't know. So when you get home from the grocery, just go ahead and take a few minutes, take everything out, put it so you can see it, and that way at an easy glance, you see what you have when you're running to the grocery. You're not going to overbuy, or you may buy when you do need it.
That's so true. You get to see how much inventory you have, which
Yes.
I think is genius. Now, chips, I love what you did with the chips here. I just literally just put the bag in there with a clip on it, but you suggest putting that in a bin as well?
A lot of times, if you don't give something containment in a pantry, it's going to give you some rules to follow. So maybe if this bin is full, you're not going to buy more chips. It really helps keep your buying in check when you give it a home like
And
that.
you know what I think is so important about this entire conversation that we're having right now? Yes, it can help you stay organized, but it can also help you with meal prepping and overall just saving money, right?
Yes, and being organized in any space is going to save you money. I promise you that, especially in a pantry. It's going to prevent overbuying and buying those duplicates that we all do.
Okay, I do it all the time. You are talking to me, but I know she's talking to you all at home watching as well. Another tip you have, it's called the Eat First bin.
Yeah, so this is my favorite thing to do in a pantry. It's my little thing I do in my own pantry. When you open a bag of chips, crackers, anything like that, we put it in a bin called Eat First. So instead of going for this, the new one, we're gonna eat what we have first so we don't waste anything. And even things like this where maybe I'm checking expiration dates, it's coming up, I wanna eat it soon, that's also Eat First. So our family knows to go for that first so you're not wasting money.
Now, do you suggest putting that at the bottom like you did here, or it really can go anywhere? What works for you?
I would love to put it in prime real estate so it's easy to grab. I just ran out of space here. But
That's
yes.
okay, but look how organized it is. Okay, I'm taking this whole thing home. I just went grocery shopping, okay? What do you tell the people, though, who buy in bulk, right? They get the 40 pack of paper towels and all these other things. Do you suggest they store that in their pantry as well, or should they move that to a different space?
Good question. It really depends on the space that you have. If
Okay.
you have a huge pantry, yes, store it in there so you remember you have it. A lot of times I find when I go into people's homes, they store it other places and they forget they have it because they don't see it every day.
Amen.
Yes.
Definitely. I'm talking to my dad right now. He probably has like 6 big old stacks of paper towel. But if the apocalypse ever comes, I know to go by him, But I like how you mentioned that tip there. It's so important. Now, how often should we do this? Like I mentioned, it's the holidays right now. Should we do this, once a week, once a month?
I would say before the holidays is a great time to do it because we all know it gets hectic.
All the time.
And all of it involves food. Bringing food, making food, having food at your home, so that's a good place. But after the holidays, I would say every 3 to 6 months, do a good inventory. So it's not so often as you may think.
It's not so often. Okay, I feel good now. I can do this, and you all can do this as well. Thank you, Victoria,
Thank
for
you.
being here. Some great advice today. And look, if you all need help getting your home organized, you can contact Victoria. Log on to sortednola.com to find out more about her services or call 504-224-6842. She also has tips on her Instagram at sortednola, so check that out as well. Now look, we're just getting started on the show today. The Louisiana Creole Research Society is celebrating 20 years of exploring Louisiana history, and we have a few members hanging out in our LCMC Health Wellness Lounge. They will join us to talk about an upcoming gala and a research conference that genealogy lovers won't want to miss. Stay tuned for that. Plus, we're enjoying some new music today thanks to my boy, Tiago Guy. He is so good. His new album is coming out this week. We're getting a preview in our Chip 4 Style soundstage after the break. Don't move.